This meeting is being recorded.
Last class, we learned about the events. We learned what is component event and what is application event. And we learned for the component event, how to create an event, how to register event, how to fire an event, how to handle an event. These are the 4 steps that we have seen yesterday with the example creating a one lightning event component and then creating a lightning component, child component, grandchild component, and then calling everything into the application. Right. Also, we have seen yesterday what are the elements that can handle. Today, what I'm going to do is my whole work will be divided into 2 pieces. Okay, we will be doing the event only, but let me divide the work into the 2 pieces. Let me open the Paint. So today, whatever we are going to do, we'll divide the work into the 2 pieces. Okay. Level 1, we will complete today. Level 2, if time permits, we'll complete today. Otherwise, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. So the first one, let's create a diagram here. Let's assume that I have an app. I have an app. And inside that app, I have a parent component. This is my parent component. This is my parent component. Inside that, there is a one child component. This is the child component. So this is the parent component. And this is child component. Okay. Inside child component, I have few fields like name, phone number, rating. I have a name, phone number, and the rating. Okay, and there are 2 boxes here, save and clear. This is save. Clear. Okay. And also on the parent component, I have a table. There is a table on the parent component. Same fields, whatever I have above, the same fields will be there here. So this is the first one is name. And the next one is phone. And the next one is rating. This is on the parent component. Okay, so what it should happen is a requirement as soon as the user enters some data here, Bruce, and some phone number 123, rating warm. And as soon as user clicks on this save button, it should come and display at the parent level. Bruce 1, 2, 3 warm. And this table has to be keep on adding. Like if user clicks on a clear or delete the information here and added the pat. So the next one should be coming below to the first one. Okay. So this is the overall requirement. So as soon as I enter the username, name, phone number, rating, and click on a save button. As soon as I click on a save button, it should come and store the data into the parent component, and it keep on adding the data here. It should not delete the previous one. It's keep on adding the below all the values whatever the user has entered. This is the level 1. Okay, so what is the level 2? Level 2 is database. So I have the database which is sitting at the Salesforce back in Apex side. This is database. Okay. The second one is as soon as the user clicks on a save button, it has to go to first database. It has to go to first database. Then from the database, pull the records and display it here. Okay. So this is the second task. So the first is as soon as user clicks on a save, in the same parent component, I wanted to keep on adding the table. It should not delete the previous one. Second, we are going to store the data into the database first and then pull the data from database. How we are going to handle this, whether it is the first or second, we are going to introduce an event. Okay. So event is the one which is going to hold the data. Whether it is a first task or second task. My data, my event is going to play a key role in order to pass the data between the component. Okay, so this is what we are going to see today. Let's go ahead and create a Lightning component. Let me create a new Lightning component. File, new component event, Lightning event. Okay, LE-2004. Okay, let's take an account example in order to do this task. ACC creation. Okay, let's copy this. I'll save it in Notepad because I need this Lightning event name in the parent component and child component. So click on a submit. By default type is application. So I have to change it to component. Okay. Description, it's up to us. If we wanted to change, we can change the description or we can leave it as it is. Okay. So this Lightning event is going to hold a account details. So I'll create an end for this Aura event. And inside the Aura event, Let me do aura attribute. Let me create a aura attribute. Name equal to, let's assume that ACC is my attribute name. Type equal to account. Because I'm single record, I'm going to create it. Okay. Now this is the lightning event that we have created. Simple, type is component and one attribute we declared it. Let's create a new lightning component. LC. And the first thing is that let's create a child component.
I think that is lightning event.
This is lightning event.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. File new lightning component. So this is the lightning component. Something happened below, it is not coming. Lightning component. Yeah, this is a lightning component only, but I don't know, something happened to this. The bottom, it's not coming.
Yeah.
Okay, child account creation. Let me give another one. Account creation. Let's copy this component. I need this in the parent. Okay, click on submit. I do not need the description, so I'll close it. So for now, I do not have any controller. So I'll not be using the controller. So what are we going to do here is account data that we are going to create it. So I need one attribute, aura colon attribute, name equal to new account, name equal to new account, just a second. Okay, name equal to new account, type equal to account, and for this, let me give the default equal to S object type colon. What is my S object type here? Account. S object type is account. Okay. Let's create a lightning card quickly. Lightning card. Title is create account. Okay. And then I needed two buttons left side. So let's use the aura set. Aura set attribute equal to actions. So inside the aura set, let's create the lightning button. Lightning button label equal to save. Okay. And on click of this save, I wanted to call the handler function. In order to call the handler function, c dot handler function name handle save. Let's close this, and I need another button, lightning colon button, and I'm going to use the label equal to cancel or clear. And click of a clear equal to, I wanted to call a handler function, c dot handle clear. Okay. So I have a 2 buttons ready. So my aura set is ready. Now I needed 3 inputs. Lightning colon input label equal to, the first one is account name, where I wanted to store the value. It's in v dot new account dot name. Okay. So with same, I need 2 more lightning inputs. So one is for account phone, and the value should be stored into the phone. This is the field API name, account rating, and where I need to store this rating. Okay. Now I have the lightning input is ready. Okay. So this is the child component. In the child component, I wanted to fire the event. So wherever we are firing the event, at the same place, we have to register the event. So in order to register the event, aura colon register event. Okay. For register event, let's give the name, some name. Let's say that ACC event. Okay. Type equal to my lightning event name. So my lightning event name is, how to call, C colon the lightning event name. Close this. Okay, so this is the register event. Where exactly then? No event. Find no event. Okay, so capital C, it does not allow, so small c. So I have registered the event, and like I have written the register event. What are the functions that I have here? 2 functions I have. One is handle save and another one is handle clear. So let's go to the controller. Use the handle save, and another one is handle clear. Let's copy exactly handle clear. Okay. Now I have to fire the event on click of a save. So, and event is expecting the attribute ACC. So the first thing is that where I'm storing the values in the new account. So let's get new account details into the one variable equal to component dot get v dot new account. Okay. Now I have the values that I'm storing into one variable. Let's go ahead and call the event, where my event equal to component dot get event. What is the name that I have given for the event? ACC event. Okay, so I need to pass the parameters, my event dot set params, and inside this, let's build the JSON. And what is the parameter that is expected by event is ACC column and ACC. This is ours. Okay. Now let's go ahead and fire the event. My event dot fire. Okay. Now I have the event that I have I'm firing it as soon as I click on a save button. Okay. Now let's go ahead and create a lightning component for the parent. So let's use P. Create account. Okay, let's copy this. I need this. Okay, submit. So I do not need the description here. Okay, so new parent component. I do not have a controller right now, so I'm not writing any controller. So parent component also need to have an attribute to hold the account details. So let's create a Aura attribute. Name equal to account and type equal to parent has to hold the list. The reason is child is fine, only one record is creating. So I'm keep on creating only one record. So type should be account, but when it comes to the parent, it is holding the list of the records. So that's the reason parent account type of the attribute is list. In the default, let's put the array. Okay, so I have an attribute to hold the account details, which is a type of list. Now parent is the one which will handle the event. So Aura colon handler name equal to ACC event. Okay, and event name is C colon. And what action it should happen? It should call a function, handler function. C dot handle show accounts. Okay, so now let's go to the function. Let's create this function in the controller. Copy this. This is my function name. Okay, in the function, what I have to write, I have to pull the details. In order to pull the details, I need to get event details. So let's assume that I'm storing into the ACC value, ACC variable. In order to get the details, event dot get param. If I have to call the event, then that is a component dot get event. If I have to get the values from the event, it should be event dot get param and whatever the attribute that we have here. So get the attribute from the event and store it in account. Component dot set b dot account comma ACC. Okay, I'm setting the values here. Now, what is the additional things that I need to create here in the component? I have to call the child component. I have to call the child component here. So what is my child component name? C colon child component name is LC underscore 2020-04 C underscore account creation. Okay, let's put this child in one box. So for that, let's use the div. Okay. And let's add the CSS in order to put in the box. Class equal to box. Okay, now let's go ahead to the style. Let's add this box. Okay. It has to be center. This child has to be width equal to some 600 px and margin left, margin left. Let's use some 350 pixel and the padding some 20 pixels should be fine. Okay, so now I have kept the child component in center of the page. Okay. Now what is the additional thing that I have to do now on the parent component? I have a child component. In order to display the data, I have to create a table here. Let's put some breakpoint. Now let's declare the lightning data table. Lightning data table. Lightning data table. Key field equal to some text ID and the data. What is the data that I wanted to pass? V dot account. Okay. And for the data table, we need a columns. Okay, columns. I need an attribute for the columns. Let's go ahead and create an attribute. Aura attribute name equal to. Let's use a columns and the type is list. Okay, this is the attribute. I'm going to use it for the table. Okay, let's save it. Now I have a data table which is holding the accounts data and I have a column. So by default column header values I wanted to display. So for that, what I can do is on load of the component, I wanted to implement column. So on load of the event. So how to do that? On load, I have to use Aura handler name equal to init. This is on load. On load of the component, by default, it will show the table with the information header details. So init and name equal to init, value equal to this. What is the action? I have to call the handler function.
Listen, yeah.
C dot handle. Sorry, Koti.
Sorry.
Handle handle on load. Okay. So on load of the component, I wanted to build the columns data. Now let's go to the function and build the onload data. So comma, this is my function name. Okay, so let's build the column where call equal to JSON. Let's build the JSON. So what are the values that I need? Label and the field name and the type. This is a by default, these three values I needed. Okay, let's copy. I need 3 labels. Okay, the first one is account name. Let me put this in the single quote. Account name. And what is the field name? Is name. Type equal to text. Okay. Next label is phone. And next field name is API name is phone. Sorry. Type equal to text. And the last label is rating. And the field name, rating, type equal to text. Okay, good. This is my column. Let's go ahead and set to the my attribute, which is called as a column. Component dot set v dot my attribute name comma col. Clear? I'm setting the column to the
Yes.
on the data table. Okay. Now I have the overall picture is ready. Whatever we have decided, this is ready. Let me go ahead and put this into Lightning application. C column, my component name. Let's preview. Only rating is showing. Why? Account name, phone, rating. It is showing only rating. Okay. I have to close this JSON. Okay. So now I have the whatever we have discussed in the paint. The skeleton is ready. Skeleton picture of the component is ready. Okay. But if you see, I'll enter the data and as soon as I click on save, it will add the record here. But the problem is I'm nowhere holding the old values. If I click on a save on the child component, If I click on a save on the child component, it is going to fire. And the handler is happening on the parent. Parent handle show account. So what is this contains? It contains the latest record that is created by the user. Okay. It does not contain the old values. Basically, what will happen if I enter the data, like if I enter Bruce, okay, phone number 123, rating warm, and click on a save. The Bruce will come here. Next, if I enter Pat and the some name in the rating, what will happen? It will delete the old one and add the new one. It does not display me the history, whatever is added, the old values along with the new values, it does not show. Because I'm not doing that logic here. I'm simply taking the get param, the latest record that is created by the child, which is a just a type is one record. And I'm showing that one record in the parent component. Right? How to retain the old records? How to retain the old records? Let's see that. So in order to retain the old values, so the first thing what we have to do is get the account from the parents, keep it in the one variable. Let's store the whatever is user entered, let's store it in one variable. Okay, but before setting it to my attribute in the parent component, what we can do is we can take the backup of the existing records. So which is accounts equal to component dot get v dot accounts. Okay, first get me my existing data before I save the any latest one. Get me the existing one. Now, along with the existing one, I wanted to add a new record. So what we have to do in JavaScript, we have a accounts dot push. Push is the keyword. What it will do is it will keep the existing one, and if we are adding any new value, it will keep on adding. So now this, whatever these two lines, this has the old data and also I'm adding the new data. Now let's go back, use this instead of AACC, use the accounts and put the accounts into the my attribute. So basically what I'm doing here, two lines of the code. I'm trying to retain the existing data that is entered by the user on the same screen. I'm getting the existing data here. Get the existing records. Okay. And then keep on adding the new data to new record to new record to keep on adding the new record to existing records. So this is the two lines that will make sure that whatever the data is entered by user, it will keep on having the information. Let's go ahead and refresh the Aura. Okay, now create an account. Let me enter here Bruce. Phone number 123, rating warm. I'll click on a save. Why the data is not coming? Event is not hitting. Handle save. Handle save my event. And parent handle show. Handle show account. Accounts. Account. Here I have an account. Right. So let me put one alert here. In parent. This is hitting the parent. Now I wanted to get the accounts data here. Let's print that console.log. Account. Accounts. Okay, let me refresh. So I'm clicking on the save button on the child. So event is going to fire. And it did not go to the parent. That means problem is in child. Register event. Register event is right. REGISTR event. Register event. Right, name has some value. Component.get event. Console.log. NAAC. Okay, let's refresh. Inspect. Okay, let's clear these values. Click on save. What is happening? Oh, sorry. So let me put here some value, John. Phone number 123, rating 4. Save. Component.get new account. Component.get new account. Right, it will fire. This is a component controller. JSON.string5. Okay. Now I have the value, parent component, event, action, handler. What is the wrong? Can you see that?
That is checking I'm also.
Event, action, actions.
I think event is not firing, right?
Event is not firing. Something is wrong here. Is let me refresh again. Yes. 1, 2, 3. No. Yeah. Let's go to the component JSON.stringify. JSON.stringify. It's here. 1, 2, 3. Rating. No. Save. Let's. What? There is a case sensitive here. JSON.stringify. Spelling mistake. Okay, let's refresh again. Why my event is not typing? Component. Save. I have the subject type, account name, phone is there, rating is there. Okay. In parent, you don't know what happened. Let me recall back. What are the changes that I have done so far? Okay. I just changed the register event name, whatever the name is there in the child component. Okay, that I have applied here. in case if I change the name of the parent, let's go ahead and see. Rating. No, we can say not. Cool. Okay. So basically the change is on the child component, whatever the register event name is there, that same name we have to use it here. Got it. Okay. So if I use a different name for the handler, then it is not going to work, because when I'm registering it, I'm giving a name to the event. Okay. When I'm registering, I'm giving the name to the event. And that the same name has to be there when I'm handling it in the parent component, because it will not, this component will not identify based on the event name. There is some key I have to declare, some variable I have to declare, that is the name. So based on the name only, it is going to call the event. So the name has to be same while registering as well as the handling. Okay, now let's go ahead and refresh. I have used the account name, Brian, and the phone number 12341, and the rating is warm. I click on a save in parent. Okay, it's showing me the Brian 124 warm. Okay, now clear, I did not write the logic. For let's add the another record, which is a Melissa, account name, phone number some 2341, rating is gold. Let's save it in parent. Okay, it's keep on adding the details. So it is not removing the existing record, right? If I change name to something else, Caroline, and the account number some 789, and click on save. So it's saving the details here. Clear? So I'm entering the data in child component. From the child component, what is happening? It's going to the event. It's going to the event. When it goes to the event, I'm calling the registering the event with the subnet name, which is called as a name. Okay. I'm calling this event. Okay. As soon as I call this event, wherever the handling is there, it will pass the same data to the parent component. If I'm handling it, like it's a simple example. If I have to say, if you go to the Amazon, okay, Amazon, you have selected some, you liked some 4 items, maybe mobile. Okay, you are looking for the mobile that you wanted to purchase. Some Android mobile you are looking at. Okay, in Android you found the 4 mobiles. Your choice is 4, you liked it. Okay, but out of 4 you do not wanted to, let's decide right now, maybe you wanted to discuss with some other members and check the review of all these 4, and out of these 4 which one is the best one, you wanted to do it. So for now, what you will do for the later reviewing purpose, right now you have verified it. If you close the Amazon, you will lose all the one which you have viewed the mobiles. Right? In order to keep it in somewhere, you have to click on a plus button on that product. As soon as you click on a plus button, what will happen? It is going to add it in your box. There is a box in the Amazon for the later review. something called list or it's something called cart. Okay, cart is the one which is available in the Amazon. So when you keep on adding it, it will keep on storing that whatever you liked it is going to add it below. Okay. So same here. So instead of plus button, I'm clicking on the save button. As soon as I click on save button, it's keep on adding here. Okay, this is same, but here we are doing the different concept with the using the JavaScript. Right now here we are doing the using Lightning component. And the second one is we will do it tomorrow. This is basically how we are going to handle from the database. Okay, that's all from today. Let me stop the recording.